Okay, a chance on this Thursday to follow up on our Trello. It is Veterans Assembly today, so our periods are shifted off by about 5 minutes due to assembly in the morning. But open your Trello board, update it. Now, Trello is not mandatory. It's not like I'm going to stand over your shoulder, but I can only recommend it as a great tool and that you probably should be using it, especially if you're having trouble keeping up. There still are no understand and do's. They're not changing over time. It is life and cells and how they achieve the requirements of life. So there's our Trello revisit, checking on the progress in the unit, making sure it's clear you understand what it is you should be doing. Check on your egg. We're going to bring it back to our tables, probably take a photo. Need to roll the egg over a little bit and discuss what's happening. And then we're going to watch a video, surface area and volume video, by sciencemusicvideos.com, and discusses why mathematically cells are small. And then we're going to come back to our actual egg and talk about how is it that an egg cheats this system. If a cell has to be that small, how is it that an egg, which can be bigger than that? And we revisit the yolk and the purpose of the things inside that cell, which make it a little bit special and allow it to temporarily be bigger than most cells. And then you get the rest of the time to work on your cells unit stuff, referring you back to Trello, locating the things on Moodle, and completing them to end our week. Again, tomorrow, Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all you veterans. And thank you for your service. And see you next week. Monday, November 7th. Short week due to veterans on this Friday, so thank you to all you veterans who have served and sacrificed. And if you could go back in time and say thank you to all those that have passed, we would. So you're going to open or create a Google drawing. This has to do with your edible cell models, and so you need to locate your photo of your edible cell model. And continuing our work from last week, you should have built your cell model and taken a photo of it on Friday. The rest of the stuff, C through H, we want to get accomplished today, and that's to get it uploaded into Drive, get a drawing, Google drawing created with the photo in it, share it with your group so you can all label the cell parts. The requirements are that you provide the name, the role or function of the organelle, its city and factory analogy parts if they had one. And then you're going to save that as a JPEG and put that in a class Google Slides called Edible Cell Models for your period, which you can find on Google Classroom in number 8. And that's what we did all period today. All right, Tuesday, November 8th. Checking to see if yesterday's work is in the class slideshow. We'll flip through it really quickly and see who's there and who's not, so you can know where you stand. After we spend some time doing that, we're going to watch a entertaining animation about the history of cell theory. It's a TED Ed video. It's a great animation. Shows you what scientists are the fact that many of them are real people. And then we're going to set up an osmosis lab, in which you will get to see two different things. One, not only osmosis, but two, you kind of get a preview of what's coming in plants. So here it is. Instead of giving you a book and saying follow directions, I'm going to give you a model of it. And you and your group are going to get the materials. And you're going to reverse engineer and create what I've created here. And then tomorrow we will take a look at what has changed. And that's our Tuesday. Okay, table talk. What's the biggest cell you've ever seen? How big can a cell get? After we chat for a bit, we're going to have an answer come back before the end of the day. One of the things that's tough to do is to get people to actually comprehend what size range cells are. How big are they compared to other things? Because since we can't see most of them, we don't really have an idea. So we went through a slideshow together in which you can find on Classroom under number 8, cells smaller or larger, comparing cells to different objects to see how big or small they really are. Then I introduce you to Trello, which is a work management tool, which is probably the number one recommendation I would have from all the things we use all year. Trello is a great way to manage your time, and I know at this age many of you struggle with that. So we'll go through the features of Trello. I'm going to have you take a national science test, only 10 questions, only take us a couple minutes, on cells and misconceptions, and let me know kind of where we stand partway through this unit so I know where to focus my energy. Number 4 there on the list, we are going to handle one of the biggest cells that there are, a chicken egg, the biggest if there is an ostrich egg. And we're going to place it in vinegar and see what happens over the next few days, and then revisit our osmosis lab and look at our green thing, our green tube, and talk about guard cells and stomata in plants and osmosis before the end of the unit. So there's our Wednesday.